God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "Listen to me until the end, my child. Everything you have lived through until now was not in vain, for every tear shed, every silence endured, and every waiting that seemed endless was part of a divine process I myself designed with love and precision. While you thought nothing was happening, my spirit was moving in secret, aligning paths, preparing encounters, and tearing down invisible barriers for your good. I shaped you through pain but strengthened you through hope. I refined your faith so you could learn to recognize me not only in victories but also in deserts. Do you feel ready for a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is one small step of faith to open the doors to abundance, peace, and blessings that I have already prepared for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms your inner world and reflects it outwardly. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click the link pinned in the first comment. There you will find a simple, love-guided practice that can help you connect more deeply with my divine presence in your life. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. This is the time when the invisible will become tangible, and what once seemed like a dream will begin to manifest before your eyes. The anointing that descends upon you now is real and alive. It is breaking chains, restoring your voice, and activating gifts that were asleep. I lift you from the place of waiting and place you at the center of fulfillment. Do not fear, for what I have prepared for you is greater than you imagined. Walk, my child, with faith and obedience, for the time of revelation has come, and what you once only heard, you will now live in fullness before all. Beloved child, I say to you again, rise up. Break the paralysis that tries to imprison your spirit and suffocate your hope. You were not created to remain still before fear but to walk by faith, even when the ground seems to disappear beneath your feet. I am with you in every step, and when you dare to move, heaven moves with you. The doors that seemed locked will open one by one, for faith is the key that unlocks the unseen. When your trust becomes action, the supernatural manifests, and what was once impossible begins to yield before the power of your decision. Where there is faith in motion, there is divine presence. Where there is courage, there is heavenly intervention. Rise up, my child, and walk without looking back, for with each step, my spirit goes before you, preparing the path, dismantling traps, and releasing new ways. I have called you not to hesitate but to conquer. I have anointed you not to fear but to reign. Therefore, do not be afraid, for every detail, every season, every breath of yours is under my command. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My child, rejoice, for heaven moves in your direction every time you choose to act by faith. Your decisions in obedience are songs that echo through the eternal realms. The faith that lives in you is not an idea, it is a living force that draws me close. Even when the world tells you to stop, keep going. Even when your eyes see closed doors, keep going. Because what opens the impossible is not much knowledge, but much belief. Every act of faith is a seed planted in the soil of the supernatural, and none will go without fruit. When you trust in me, even when everything seems contrary, the invisible aligns to manifest my purpose. Do not fear tears or delays, for true faith blossoms in deserts, not in easy gardens. I sustain you when you weaken and renew you when weariness tries to silence you. Comment: my faith is greater than fear, and God's love is my shield. Beloved child, I say to you once more, rise up. Break the paralysis that tries to imprison your spirit and suffocate your hope. You were not created to remain motionless before fear, but to walk by faith, even when the ground seems to fade beneath your feet. I am with you in every step, and when you dare to move, heaven moves with you. The doors that once seemed locked will not withstand your obedience, for faith is the key that opens the unseen. When your confidence becomes action, the supernatural unfolds, and what was impossible begins to bow before the power of your faith. Where there is faith in motion, there is my presence. Where there is courage, there is divine manifestation. Rise, my beloved, and walk forward without hesitation, for every step you take releases victory. I go before you, removing obstacles and orchestrating everything according to my perfect will. I have chosen you not to doubt but to overcome. I have anointed you not to fear but to reign. Do not be afraid. Every heartbeat, every moment, every detail of your life is under my divine control. Comment: I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, My son, never doubt my presence in the details of your life. I am there when silence feels heavy, when time seems slow, and when answers do not come in the way you expected. Nothing escapes my gaze. Even when a cycle ends and you feel you have lost something precious, I am only making room for the new that comes from above. Every loss is a hidden liberation. I remove what does not add to you, I distance what does not build you up, and I silence voices that prevent your growth. When it seems I have emptied you, it is because I am preparing your overflow. Do not mourn what is gone, celebrate what is coming. While you cry for what has ended, I am already building the next chapter of your victory. What comes from me does not bring confusion, it brings peace. It does not bring fear, it brings direction. It does not drain your strength, it multiplies your faith. Trust in my movement, even when you do not understand, for my purpose is perfect, and your story is safe in my hands. You cannot yet imagine what is about to happen. What I prepare for you is too great to be shared with those who do not have spiritual eyes to see. That is why I am keeping some people out of your journey, not out of disdain, but for protection. Do not look back, my son. nostalgize you to what I have already fulfilled. The past was the soil where I planted your lessons, but the future is the garden where you will reap the fruits of your faithfulness. What once seemed barren will bloom. I am removing the veils from your vision so you can clearly see the new season that is beginning. The people who left fulfilled their role, and now it is time to look forward. Your promise is not in old memories, it is on the horizon I am opening before you. Live in the present, for it is now that miracles take root. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is a promise, but today is the fertile field where your faith begins to bear life. Comment: I leave the past in God's hands and embrace the new He prepares for me. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19, Yes, my son, everything begins to change when you choose to believe. True faith does not wait for perfect conditions, it moves even amid uncertainty. When you take the first step, the whole heavens move with you. The spiritual realm responds to your obedience, and the impossible begins to take shape before your eyes. Do not fear the wind that blows, it spreads the seeds of your purpose. When you look to me, the waves lose their power, and fear dissolves. What once seemed blocked will be opened, what appeared dead will breathe again, and what seemed lost will be found in glorious ways. You are witnessing what happens when the Son moves toward the promise, the Father manifests with power and glory. Keep walking, even without understanding all the details, because every step of faith is a decree of victory being written in the unseen. Comment: I walk by faith, not by what I see, because I trust in God's promises. And as you walk, remember, I do not send you alone, I walk with you. Your path is accompanied by angels, your cry is heard by me, and your steps are guided by my light. You are not alone, even when you feel misunderstood. Every act of obedience is a key that unlocks new dimensions of blessings. Your faithfulness amid pain is the fragrance that rises to my throne. Rise, my son, for it is time to advance. Shake off the dust of the past and dream again. The road ahead is full of promise, and your harvest has already begun. All that you planted with tears will blossom under the sun of grace. The time of waiting is over, and now you will see the fulfillment of what I have declared over you. Comment: I know God walks with me, therefore, I move forward with courage and faith. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5, And this is your morning, my son. Darkness no longer has power over you. The Sun of Righteousness rises over your life, dispersing every shadow of fear, doubt, and loneliness. Everything that oppressed you is losing its strength. I, your Father, declare, the time of restoration has come. The promises that seemed distant are becoming reality. Your tears were seeds, and now they sprout in joy. No one can stop what I have prepared, for what is mine cannot be taken, and what I decree cannot be revoked. Walk, therefore, with courage. The entire heaven moves with you, angels celebrate your advance, and my spirit surrounds you with power and peace. You are a living testimony that I am faithful. Comment: I believe that the joy of the Lord is renewed in my life today. My son, listen closely, for every step you hesitate to take has a purpose beyond your immediate understanding. Doors unlock when you take the first step. It is no coincidence, it is heaven responding to your faith. The spiritual realm realigns with your position, and even if you do not notice, I am moving invisible forces to prepare your path. Every decision, every gesture of trust, every act of courage, no matter how small, is a brick building the way to the promise I have already prepared. Doubt will try to cloud your vision, but it is through perseverance and faith that you will find clarity. Fatigue will try to persuade you to stop, but the strength I placed in your spirit is greater than any obstacle you may face. You need to learn to walk with closed eyes and an open heart, trusting my guidance, for I never fail nor arrive late. Faith activated in the present is what seals your destiny and ensures that every moment of waiting has not been in vain. It is not a passing emotion, but a firm conviction that I guide every detail of your life, even when the road seems uncertain. My son, your inner resources are greater than you imagine, and I place them in you for every stage of the journey ahead. The vulnerability you feel is not weakness, but an opportunity to allow my power to manifest through you. Every step of faith you take activates invisible forces that transform impossibilities into reality. I call you to continue, not to retreat in the face of fear or doubt. Even when everything seems against you, I am working silently, removing barriers and preparing the ground for your victory. The echo of your yes today resonates in the spiritual realm, summoning blessings already ready to manifest. It is in the seemingly insignificant steps that my power is revealed most clearly, and it will not be by your strength but by the unwavering faith that dwells in you. When you surrender your will, every gesture becomes a catalyst for miracles. You will be a living testimony that those who walk with me in faith never return empty-handed. So rise and proceed with courage, knowing I am at your side, guiding every movement and every decision. Comment, I surrender to God's faithfulness, He never fails. My son, the perseverance I cultivate in you is the key to overcoming periods of silence or delay. The path is not revealed before it is traveled, clarity comes as you walk. Fatigue and anxiety will attempt to divert you from purpose, but when you keep your heart firm and your eyes fixed on me, nothing can stop your trajectory. The answers you seek are not only in visible actions but in acts of faith that activate the spiritual world. Every step you take with trust is a brick in the construction of your destiny, and even if it seems small, it is full of power. I give you wisdom to guard your words, avoid rashness, and cultivate patience in all circumstances. Do not allow bitterness or fear to take hold of your heart, for these are subtle enemies that try to block the manifestation of blessings already prepared for you. Your value is not measured by the absence of fear, but by the decision to advance despite it. Trust that everything happening is part of a greater plan, and every obstacle overcome is proof that my hand is upon you, guiding, strengthening, and blessing. Comment, I trust in God's guidance, He is my sure guide. My son, many doubt and mock, but I maintain my patience, and my arms are always open. The frustrations you face are temporary, and adversities do not define the end of your story. I see every tear, every silent effort, and every quiet prayer. Nothing goes unnoticed, and every trial is a means to forge character and courage. The reward you seek is already in front of you, but you must advance with faith and determination, removing all fear and doubt that may attempt to interrupt your progress. The faithfulness of my word remains unshakable, and I will never fail to fulfill what I promised. With every challenge you face, I am shaping a resilient spirit that will reflect my power and glory. Stand firm, my son, and see how situations transform into blessings. Every obstacle is an opportunity to show the strength of faith, and every moment of waiting is a stage of the growth I have prepared for you. Victory is not only the arrival but the journey that teaches and strengthens your soul. Comment, I am strengthened in God, He is my eternal rock. My son, do not fear waiting, for every second is part of my perfect plan. The outpouring of blessings is near, but it depends on your availability and surrender. I do not need you to understand every detail. I only need you to trust and say, Lord, I surrender to you and let all happen. Every word of faith you speak unleashes action in the invisible world. Every decision to move forward despite fear creates openings for miracles no one could imagine. I will bring forth resources, touch hearts, and accomplish the impossible. This is the time to act boldly, knowing I am faithful. Your surrender activates my power, and your unwavering faith will be the key that unlocks doors to the impossible. So continue walking, advancing, and declaring my presence in every aspect of your life. Practical faith transforms promises into reality, and I will always be by your side, guiding and strengthening every step you take. Comment, I trust in God's power, He acts on my behalf. My son, free yourself from bitterness and doubt, and distance yourself from everything and everyone that tries to divert your devotion. If fatigue or anxiety threatens your peace, call on me. I will grant perseverance, patience, and emotional balance. The spirit of humility and gratitude I cultivate in you allows my favor to manifest. I care for you as a loving father, pouring blessings and protection over your life. Many despise my presence, but I remain patient, waiting for them to turn to me. As you face adversaries and conflicts, know that I am opening your spiritual eyes to see reality beyond appearances. Your blessing is prepared, but you must advance with courage and faith, embracing every trial as part of the process of growth. Trust that every step is guided, and every decision is observed, protected, and blessed by me. Comment, I receive God's peace, He is my constant protection. My son, I desire to see courage in your heart even when answers seem delayed. Let your heart sing with joy and patience, instead of succumbing to bitterness. Your faith, even in silence, is powerful and activates invisible forces that prepare the way for your victories. Every moment of waiting is an opportunity to demonstrate trust and love for me. Trials are not obstacles but instruments to strengthen your faith and character. Continue advancing, trusting that I am at your side, removing obstacles, strengthening your spirit, and guiding every step. Every action taken in faith is a declaration of trust in my power, and every gesture becomes a catalyst for miracles. Remember, you never walk alone. Even in the most difficult moments, my presence is at your side, holding your hand and guiding your life with unconditional love. Comment, I remain steadfast in God, He is my strength and shield. My son, faith is not just an emotion but a living force that transforms your reality. Every step taken in obedience is recognized and valued in heaven. Even if the world seems contrary, your decisions aligned with mine will create eternal effects. Walk with determination, knowing that every small act based on faith builds the path to great blessings. Do not fear challenges, for I am preparing victory where others see failure. Trust the process, stay centered in me, and allow my hand to guide your journey. Obedience and practical faith are seeds that produce abundant fruit, and I will reward every act of surrender with manifestations of power and glory in your life. Comment, I follow God, He guides every step of my path. My son, always remember, faith moves mountains, opens doors, and transforms the impossible into reality. Advance with courage, wisdom, and perseverance, knowing that I am ahead, preparing everything for you. Every moment of hesitation is overcome when you choose to trust, every doubt dissolves when you surrender your will, and every obstacle becomes an opportunity when you put faith into action. Stand firm, move forward, and watch my power act in ways you could never imagine. I am with you in every step, strengthening, protecting, and guiding. Your journey is blessed, and your victories are certain because they are rooted in the faith that dwells in your heart. Comment, I am guided by God, He is my faithful helper at all times. Child, trust me when I say that there is no irreparable mistake, no failure that cannot be redeemed through the power of my forgiveness. When guilt or regret tries to settle in your mind, surrender everything to me with sincerity and humility, allowing my grace to remove every weight that burdens you. Do not carry the burdens of life alone. Cast upon me every worry, every frustration, and every feeling of inadequacy. I am ready to heal your wounds, restore your soul, and renew your spirit with the peace that only I can give. Even when others do not understand your heart or do not grant you the opportunity to make amends, remember that your cleansing does not depend on human approval but on my infinite mercy. The justice of my love is perfect, and your heart will be purified as you trust and surrender to me all your pain and uncertainty. I transform pain into strength, fear into courage, and sorrow into living hope. Today is the day the chains that have held your soul captive are broken, and you are invited to walk in freedom, embracing the future with confidence and faith. Beloved child, imagine a crystal-clear river flowing endlessly, carrying away every shadow, every sorrow, and every burden you have carried for so long. This river is my presence, my grace, and my love in action. Every drop of this water purifies, restores, and strengthens your spirit, preparing you to receive the blessings that are already ready for you. Allow this divine current to carry away anxiety, doubt, and fear, replacing them with a serenity anchored in your heart and radiating throughout your life. Every moment of patience, every act of faithfulness, and every decision made with integrity opens the door to miracles, even if they are invisible to human eyes. I see every step you take, child, and nothing you do escapes my notice. The loyalty you cultivate in your heart is more precious than the purest gold, and I honor every act of devotion and courage. As you walk this path of faith, even in times of silence and apparent inactivity, you are being prepared to manifest the fullness of my plan in your life. Trust in the quiet, for it is there that I work with the greatest intensity. Do not fear what you have not yet seen, nor become discouraged before doors that seem closed. I am the light illuminating the path you cannot yet perceive. Every step you take toward obedience is accompanied by my guidance, and every challenge faced with courage is an opportunity to reveal the strength that resides within you. The patience and perseverance I cultivate in you are seeds of eternal victory, and even when it feels like the world abandons you, remember that I will never leave your side. My Holy Spirit is always near, guiding, strengthening, and comforting you, even when contrary winds blow fiercely. The promises I have made are not mere words. They are spiritual realities waiting for the right moment to manifest, and I am working in every detail so that you may reap abundant fruit. Every tear of hope, every silent prayer, and every gesture of love and kindness will return to you multiplied, for the life I have prepared for you is one of enduring blessings, unshakable peace, and joy that surpasses human understanding. Child, allow my love to transform your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Let your speech always be a source of life, healing, and edification, and let bitterness and resentment disappear from your heart like morning mist before the rising sun. Today, as you speak to me, let me mold your mind, your spirit, and your vision so that every decision is made under the light of wisdom and truth. Resentment, anger, and fear no longer have power over you, you are being renewed to walk with faith, love, and trust in all that lies ahead. The faith I have placed in you is an eternal flame, and as you nurture it, I will strengthen your spirit, protecting your family, your home, and your heart. My love is unbreakable, and my presence ensures that no enemy, no doubt, and no negative force can disturb the peace I give you. Every member of your family is precious to me, and I watch over each one with care, surrounding them with my protection and security. The unity and harmony of your home are sacred, and I work continually to preserve them. Beloved child, receive today the complete renewal of your spirit, the restoration of your heart, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Every part of your life that has been marked by pain, fear, or doubt is now filled with my light, my truth, and my grace. The future that awaits you is glorious, full of miracles, accomplishments, and blessings beyond your imagination. Always remember that I am your Father, your protector, and your sustainer. When you walk in obedience, when you trust fully, and when you seek my counsel, life is transformed, and every blessing flows abundantly and continuously. Keep your faith firm, child, and let my word be your guide. Today and forever, my love for you is unconditional, my presence is constant, and my power works without limits to ensure you live fully the life I have promised. Walk with joy, with confidence, and with the certainty that you are deeply loved, blessed, and protected today and always. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.